Look, it's that time of the day again. Your coffee break with Chinese Pod. I'm Charlie.
嗨，大家好，欢迎来到中文播客，我是静林。在上一集当中，尼克见到了新同事。
Yeah, we're just 2 episodes in, and it seems like Nick has already faced quite a few challenges. He had a long flight, he went through customs, and last time, he met all his co-workers at work. And Lynn, what do you think will happen with him today?
在工作当中，每天都要开会，所以今天我们就从尼克的第一次会议开始吧。
Yeah, in the corporate world of business, it's meeting after meeting. So let's take a look at what's going to happen with Nick at his first meeting.
让我们开始吧。
今天要讨论通信展的推广方案，请大家多发言。
经理，我认为满额抽奖活动会是个卖点。
可行是可行，就是太普通了。还有其他想法吗？
我有一个提案，我觉得我们可以找一个网红合作。
继续说。
他可以在现场直播宣传我们的产品。
费用方面呢？
正在洽谈中。
好，照你说的进行。尼克，你负责在展上接待客户。
没问题。
今天就到这儿，散会。
So what seems to be a topic of the meeting today?
他们要讨论的是通信展的推广方案。
Alright, so it's about a promotional plan for the information and communication exhibition.
我们先来看一下推广这个词。
How about we chop that up? Let's take a look at the first word.
推
That is to push. Then the second word?
广，很大，范围很大的意思。
That would be to expand. So together it's like push for expansion, meaning to promote something.
没错，在对话当中，我们听到的是推广方案。
So a promotional plan.
有一个词啊，跟方案很像，那就是计划。
Wait, I've heard of the word 计划, but is that the same as 方案? Because they both mean plan.
计划跟方案很像，但是计划啊指的是范围很大的，方案呢是指细节的东西。
Okay, I see. So 计划 is kind of vague. I can use it to describe, I planned this for the weekend. But 方案 would be more detailed and is a perfect word to use in a corporate setting.
接着陈经理说，请大家多发言。
Alright, so 发言 is to speak. So this phrase would be say, feel free to speak up. So it pretty much is trying to tell you that if you have any bright ideas, now is the time to pitch it.
请多发言。尼克提出了一个满额抽奖的活动，他觉得这会是一个卖点。
Wait, I know the word 抽奖. That means lucky draw or raffle tickets, but the 2 words that came before that.
满额。我来举个例子好了，比如说我今天买了超过1000元的东西，那我就可以参加抽奖。如果只有900元，那就不行。
I sort of get it. So in order to be eligible for this lucky draw, you have to spend an X amount of money.
我们再来看看卖点这个词。
How about we chop that in half? Now, the first one being?
卖
That's to sell. And then the second one?
点
That's to point. And together, it means selling point. And in this instance, Nick's selling point is that he wants to create a lucky draw for customers who spend a set amount of money.
没错，其实啊，满额抽奖的活动在中国十分的普遍。
Really? Because you know what I think? It's... Now, in order to be eligible for this lucky draw, you got to spend an X amount of money, so you force yourself to spend more money, and at the end of the day, you might not even win the lucky draw. Now, so it's a trick to make you spend more. It's not going to work on me.
听起来你好像不是很喜欢满额抽奖的活动，那我们来看看陈经理是怎么看的吧。
So if I thought Nick's proposal was a bit ineffective, I think the manager's reaction might be something along the same line.
陈经理说：“可行是可行，就是太普通了。”
Yeah, I think we can work with that, but it's a bit too common.
这里有一个句型，是加什么什么，就是加什么什么。
We use this structure to express negative opinions, but it's not straight up bad. It's more like you acknowledge there's good in it, but then it just doesn't quite cut it.
没错，当我们不赞同别人时，我们常常先说优点，再反对。
All right, let's get an example. Lynn, what should we get for lunch? Burgers?
汉堡好吃是好吃，就是不太健康。
Just like that, you don't straight up say that burgers are bad. You say, oh, burgers are pretty tasty, but it's just a bit unhealthy.
接下来，小张又出现了，他也提出了一个提案，那就是找网红来合作。
Right, we've got Xiao Zhang again. He's like my favorite character. Now, he has a proposal of his own. He suggests that maybe the company can collaborate with an internet celebrity.
我们先来看提案，
That's proposal or to launch a proposal.
还有一个词是网红，网红就是网络红人的缩写。
Yep, that's straight up internet celebrity. But my question is, why does it have to be Wang Hong? Can it not be Wang Lu or Wang Lan?
网绿网蓝，不可以。红啊，在中国有吉祥的意思，所以当我们说一个人很红，就是说他很有名、很受欢迎的意思。
It's coming back to me now. Like, red symbolizes fortune in the Chinese culture. Like, think about New Year's and everything's red. So in this case, if somebody's really popular, then they're described as being red.
我们再继续往下看吧。
Let's take a look at Xiao Zhang's witty proposal. He's suggesting that we should get the internet celebrity to do a live broadcast to promote the product.
小张的提案是通过现场直播的方式来宣传产品。我们也经常听到推广这个词，推广跟宣传其实是差不多的意思。
Yeah, it's like that in English as well. Like to promote and to advertise is pretty much the same.
接下来啊，陈经理问了一个非常重要的问题，那就是费用方面呢？
That's a very important question indeed. What about the expense?
我们也经常可以听到管理费用，
That would be management cost,
也可以听到人事费用，
personnel cost.
所以费就是钱的意思。我们再来看方面。
Now, this way, word for word, it means in the aspect of, but we can use this as a short way to ask a question.
比如说薪水方面呢，
Right. As for my salary,
数量方面呢，
how about the quantity?
我们来看看小张是怎么回答的。小张的回答是正在洽谈中，洽就是接触的意思，谈就是谈论的意思。
So this phrase as a whole means Xiao Zhang is in the middle of discussion. But if you take a look at the Chinese characters, they suggest that you have to approach and then discuss.
回到对话当中，小张说：“我正在跟网红接触谈论当中。”
So Xiao Zhang approached the internet celebrity and he's in the middle of discussion with her.
陈经理听上去对小张的提案挺满意的，他说：“照你说的进行。”
So yeah, the manager is quite pleased with what Xiao Zhang came up with. And he says, let's go ahead with your way.
这里啊有一个字“照
That would be according.”，
照就是依照的意思，还有一个词“进行
To proceed.”。
那尼克要做什么呢？原来陈经理让尼克负责接待客户。
So the manager wants Nick to be in charge of taking care of all the guests.
负责这个词啊，在商业活动当中也时常听到。
Yeah, its real meaning is actually to be responsible, but you can also say somebody is in charge of.
接待这个词也挺常用的。
Yeah, well, that includes to greet and to take care of, but formally it's just to welcome somebody. They covered a lot in the meeting, so everybody seems like they know what they're going to do and what they're in charge of, but nobody's leaving just yet.
是啊，看样子这个会议可以结束了，所以陈经理说散会。散就是分开的意思，会就是会议。
Yeah, to fan out, back away, so nobody is going to leave until they hear this. Now, that indicates the completion of the meeting.
接下来让我们回到对话吧。
今天要讨论通信展的推广方案，请大家多发言。
经理，我认为满额抽奖活动会是个卖点。
可行是可行，就是太普通了。还有其他想法吗？
我有一个提案，我觉得我们可以找一个网红合作。
继续说。
他可以在现场直播宣传我们的产品。
费用方面呢？
正在洽谈中。
好，照你说的进行。尼克，你负责在展上接待客户。
没问题。
今天就到这儿，散会。
The meeting went well. Everybody got their assigned job. But Nick was awfully quiet after the manager disagreed with some of his ideas. Oh, the real reason for being quiet might be the fact that he's thinking about Mr. Lin.
不是，我想啊，是因为尼克今天第一个发言，让陈经理觉得他很自大。
But in Western culture, that might not necessarily be a bad thing. So if you've got a good idea, just throw it out there. It shows that you're keen, you're eager. But I guess in Chinese culture, you might just come off as a bit aggressive or a little too much of a show-off.
没错，在中国，作为新人要先观察再行动。
Sit back and observe first. I think it's not wise to be the first speaker.
今天我们的课程到这里就要结束了，感谢各位的收看。如果你有任何问题，欢迎给我们留言，我们会第一时间回复你。我是庆林，
I'm Charlie.
下次见，拜拜。
Now, here's a vocabulary recap.
推广
To promote,
方案
a plan,
发言
to speak,
满额抽奖
a lucky draw for those who spend a set amount of money,
卖点
selling point,
可行
doable,
提案
proposal,
网红
internet celebrity,
现场
live,
直播
broadcast,
宣传
promote,
费用
expense,
方面
aspect,
洽谈
discuss,
进行
proceed,
负责
to be in charge of,
接待
to welcome,
散会
end of meeting.
Introducing Chinese Pod Recap, the app with fast summary lessons. How much time do you have? Join us in the beta program. For more info, go to ChinesePod.com/recap.